G'day guys, Scotty Lyons here from The Hook and the Cook, and welcome back to our channel. The Hook and the Cook started as a TV program that was filmed for the major networks. The show aired in the US, Australia and New Zealand. We've divided the 13 episodes into 4 equal parts for your enjoyment. Sit back now and watch episode 1, Snapper Fishing in Coffs Harbour.
If you are wishing to know more about fishing, you don't need a book. Just come and see The Hook and the Cook. If you are looking to know more about cooking, you know where to look. Just come and see The Hook and the Cook. Scotty will hook 'em, and Paul he will cook 'em. They like to travel and learn new stuff. Come and see The Hook and the Cook.
We've travelled up to Coffs Harbour today, on the hunt for some bigger fish. Approximately halfway between Sydney and Brisbane, this is where the Great Dividing Range meets the Pacific Ocean, leaving a pocket of paradise lodged between the mountains and the sea.
Most people know Coffs Harbour as the home of the Big Banana, a landmark on the highway celebrating the region's best known export. However, as the heart of the Coffs Coast, there is so much more natural beauty to be experienced, and it provides a great home base for a diverse range of fishing adventures.
Big bananas, big jetties, big boats and even bigger views. Coffs Harbour is world class, and with any luck we'll catch some big fish for Paul to cook one very large meal.
We're up early this morning and heading down to the marina to meet up with Terry and Miko on board Shimano's Trident. Brendan and Fudge from the restaurant are also tagging along, and despite the early hour, are excited for their first deep sea fishing trip.
Coffs has really turned on the weather for us today. It's calm, warm and looking like we're going to have the best possible conditions for fishing open water. It just doesn't get any better than this. So Miko, we're down south of Coffs Harbour today?
Yeah, a bit south of Coffs. Put the pick in and put a bit of a burley trail out, try and catch a red.
Beautiful day, mate.
It's a cracker.
What else were a chance of catching down here?
Oh, pearlies, mowies, trags.
Okay.
Yeah. Early enough for a trag, so it'd be good to get a bait in.
All right, and so we've anchored on a bit of harder ground, have we?
Bit of harder ground with gravel around it.
So hard ground back out onto the gravel. Fishing floaters out onto the gravel.
Exactly right.
What about bottom baits?
Yep, we'll put a couple of paternoster rigs down in the corners and floaters out the back.
Scotty, what's the trick with this?
Well, using a bait runner.
Yeah.
The good feature with these is that you can preset your drag at the front.
Yeah.
Okay, which you've got there, so you've preset that, so you don't need to adjust it.
Okay, yeah.
Throw your bait runner back.
Yeah.
You're in free spool.
Yeah,
You can
so
just
keep that
continually
going.
feeding line out. And what we're doing here is we're anchored up on the hard reef behind us.
Yeah.
Fishing out onto the gravel.
Yeah.
And hopefully the better fish are out on the gravel.
So we're letting a lot of line out, but
Just continually keep feeding.
Okay.
The burley's going out. The burley never stops. You want
Yeah.
your bait to just continually float with it.
What happens when a fish hits it?
What's going to happen, hopefully, that's going to spin like crazy.
Yeah.
Don't strike because you're in free spool.
Right.
Wind the handle first, so just
Yeah.
go through that now. Give it a wind. You'll see that fight back.
Oh,
Boom. So you're back
okay.
on your set drag.
Yeah.
And after that'll hook the fish.
Yeah. Do I jerk the rod or anything?
And then
or
just come up to a nice lift.
come up? Okay.
And just take your time. And hopefully the burley will attract something reasonable. A nice snapper, hopefully.
Yeah,
today.
yeah. They're the
Maybe
red.
a filter.
They're the red ones, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, the red ones. Yeah,
With
they're
the
red
bumps
ones.
on the head.
Yeah, the red ones with the bumps on the
Okay,
head.
I know those. Yeah, I send those in the markets.
Well, it hasn't taken long and Paul's hooked up the first fish of the day.
Come on now. How good is this? I never caught a decent red and I still haven't yet. Tell you what, he don't want to come in. Yeah, you snapper.
Paul's definitely hooked up on a nice sized red. Snapper are bottom dwellers and tend to feed over rough reef, and across gravel beds. They respond extremely well to burley, and when hooked, they run hard and deep, providing a tough fight. With a characteristic double shake of the head before each run, you'll know when you've hooked a snapper. Oh, look at that. Cook's got one with a lump on its head.
Woohoo! Mate, that's a personal best. It's my personal best, about as big as his tail. How good is that?
Firmly there.
Yeah. That's my first ever snapper that's been legal. All the rest of it, I had to chuck them back 29 centimetres. And look at that beauty. Only been here about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes and I'm into one. That's beautiful.
After the break, the fun continues. Well, how good was that seeing Paul land his first legal snapper? Tune in now for part B, snapper fishing in Coffs Harbour. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, you can subscribe to our channel, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you guys every week here at The Hook and the Cook. Cheers.